Hello everyone, Dr. Alan Mandell. Here, welcome back to my channel, Science of Healing. Today, we're uncovering a powerful home remedy that has been quietly circulating for years, a simple combination that many people swear by, but very few truly understand. I'm talking about mixing castor oil with baking soda. Sounds simple, right? But what happens when these two ingredients come together inside your body or on your skin can be both beneficial and potentially dangerous if used the wrong way. Inspired by the educational style of Dr. Alan Mandell, let's break this down scientifically, practically, and safely so you can make the best decision for your health. Let's start with castor oil. They told you it's natural. They told you it's safe. They told you that if it comes from your kitchen, it can't possibly harm you. But what if that belief is exactly what's putting your health at risk right now? Every day, millions of people turn to home remedies, trusting simple ingredients like castor oil and baking soda, believing they're choosing the safer path, the natural path, the harmless path. But here's the truth that most people never hear. Natural does not mean harmless, and in some cases it can quietly damage your body in ways you won't notice until it's too late. Your skin is not just a surface, it is a living, breathing organ, your body's first line of defense. It protects you from bacteria, toxins, and environmental damage. And what most people don't realize is that your skin has a very delicate balance, a slightly acidic pH that acts like a protective shield. This is known as the acid mantle, and once it's disrupted, everything changes. Now imagine applying baking soda directly onto that surface. Baking soda is highly alkaline, with a pH around 9. Your skin, on the other hand, sits closer to a pH of 4.5 to 5.5. That difference may sound small, but in biological terms, it's massive. When you apply something that alkaline onto your skin, you're not just cleaning it, you're stripping away its natural protection. At first, it might feel harmless, maybe even soothing. Your skin feels smooth, refreshed, maybe even cleaner than usual. But beneath the surface, something very different is happening. The protective barrier is weakening. Moisture begins to escape. Tiny cracks begin to form. And suddenly, your skin becomes vulnerable to irritation, to infection, to inflammation. And here's where it gets even more concerning. Studies have shown that repeated disruption of the skin's pH can lead to chronic dryness, sensitivity, and even conditions like dermatitis. That simple mixture you thought was helping you may actually be slowly damaging your skin's ability to protect itself. Now let's talk about castor oil. Castor oil is powerful. It penetrates deeply into the skin, carrying with it whatever it's mixed with. This is what makes it so effective, but also what makes it potentially dangerous when combined with the wrong substance. When you mix castor oil with baking soda, you're not just applying two ingredients separately. You're creating a delivery system, one that pushes that alkaline compound deeper into your skin than it would normally go. Think about that for a moment. You're not just affecting the surface anymore. You're influencing deeper layers of tissue. And if that substance is disrupting your natural balance, the effects can be amplified. This is why some people experience redness, burning, or peeling after using this mixture, even if they followed instructions they found online, because what works for one person's skin may quietly harm another's. And here's a shocking fact. Many of these reactions don't happen immediately. They build up over time. You use it once, nothing happens. Twice, still fine. But after repeated use, the damage begins to show. Dryness that won't go away, sensitivity to products you've used for years, a burning sensation from something that once felt soothing. And by the time you realize what's happening, the connection is often missed because no one suspects something natural. But your body doesn't care whether something is natural or synthetic. It responds to chemistry, it responds to balance, it responds to how substances interact with your biology. And when that balance is disrupted, your body pays the price. Let's go even deeper. Your skin is home to billions of beneficial bacteria. Your microbiome. These microorganisms play a critical role in protecting you from harmful pathogens, reducing inflammation, and maintaining overall skin health. Now imagine what happens when you repeatedly apply an alkaline substance like baking soda. You're not just changing the pH, you're altering the environment that these beneficial bacteria depend on to survive. And when those good bacteria are reduced, harmful bacteria can take their place. This is how minor irritation can turn into infection. This is how a simple remedy can lead to unexpected complications. And yet people continue to use these mixtures every day, unaware of what's happening beneath the surface. Because the internet told them it was safe, because someone shared a success story, because it worked for someone else. But your body is unique, your skin is unique, and what it needs is not guesswork, but understanding. This doesn't mean that natural remedies are bad. It means they must be respected. It means they must be used with knowledge, with caution, with awareness of the science behind them. Because when you understand what you're putting on your body, you take control of your health. When you ignore it, you leave your health to chance. So the next time you see a simple remedy, the next time you hear the words natural and safe used in the same sentence, stop and ask yourself one powerful question. Do I truly understand what this is doing to my body? Because that question could be the difference between healing and harm. Your body is always communicating with you. Every reaction, every sensation, every change, it's sending you a message. The real question is, are you listening? They promise you miracles. They show you before and after photos. They tell you this simple mixture can remove skin tags, erase warts, detox your body, and heal you from the inside out. But what if the truth is far less magical and far more dangerous to believe? Because here's what most people don't understand. There is a massive difference between something that feels like it's working and something that is scientifically proven to work. And when it comes to mixing castor oil with baking soda, that difference could mean everything for your health. Let's start with one of the most common claims, and that this mixture can remove skin tags. Skin tags are not dirt. They are not toxins. They are small, benign growths made of collagen fibers, blood vessels, and skin cells. They are physically attached to your skin, often with a tiny stalk, and they don't just fall off because you applied a paste. Yes, you might see one shrink. You might even see it dry out, but that's not because the root cause has been treated. It's because the tissue is being irritated, sometimes even damaged. And in some cases, this irritation can lead to inflammation, infection, or scarring. Now think about that. You believed you were healing your skin, but you may have been injuring it instead. And then there are warts. Warts are caused by a virus, the human papillomavirus. This virus lives inside your skin cells. It doesn't sit on the surface waiting to be wiped away. It embeds itself, replicates, and spreads beneath the skin. So when someone tells you that a simple mixture can kill a wart, ask yourself this: how can something sitting on the surface eliminate a virus that lives within your cells? Medical treatments for warts often involve cryotherapy, salicylic acid, or immune-based therapies. These methods are designed to either destroy the infected tissue or stimulate your immune system to fight the virus. But a home remedy, it may irritate the surface, it may even make the wart appear smaller temporarily, but it does not address the underlying infection. And that's where the illusion begins. Because when something appears to improve, we assume it's working. But appearances can be deceiving. Now let's talk about detoxification, the claim that this mixture can pull toxins out of your body through the skin. This is one of the most widespread myths in the health world, and one of the most dangerous to believe. Your body already has a powerful detox system. Your liver, your kidneys, your lungs, they are constantly working, filtering your blood, breaking down harmful substances, and eliminating waste. This process is highly complex, tightly regulated, and essential for survival. And here's the shocking truth. There is no scientific evidence that applying a paste to your skin can draw toxins out of your bloodstream. None. Your skin is not a detox organ in that sense. It does not function like a vacuum, pulling out impurities from deep inside your body. What it does is act as a barrier, protecting you, not extracting from you. So when people say they feel cleaner or detoxed after using such remedies, what they're often experiencing is a temporary sensation, not a physiological change. And that distinction matters, because believing in false detox methods can lead people to ignore what truly supports their health: proper nutrition, hydration, sleep, and medical care when needed. Now let's bring this all together. When you mix castor oil with baking soda and apply it to your skin, you may see changes. The skin may feel softer, a rough patch may smooth out, a blemish may look smaller. But these are surface-level effects. They do not mean that deeper conditions have been treated. They do not mean that viruses have been eliminated. They do not mean that toxins have been removed from your body. And believing that they have can create a false sense of security, a sense that everything is fine, when in reality the underlying issue may still be there, quietly progressing. And this is where real danger begins, because when people rely on unproven remedies for serious conditions, they often delay seeking proper treatment. They wait, they experiment, they trust what they've heard, instead of what's been scientifically validated. And sometimes that delay can make all the difference. Now, this doesn't mean that every natural remedy is useless. Far from it. Castor oil, for example, has well-documented benefits for moisturizing the skin and reducing inflammation. Baking soda has uses in specific controlled situations, but combining them and expecting them to act as a cure-all is where the line is crossed. Because your body is not simple. It is a complex system of cells, signals, and processes that require precise care, and treating it with oversimplified solutions can lead to oversimplified thinking. The kind of thinking that says, if it's natural, it must work. The kind of thinking that says, if it worked for someone else, it will work for me. But your health is not a trend. It's not a viral video. It's not a quick fix. It's a lifelong responsibility. And the moment you start questioning what you're told, the moment you start asking for evidence, is the moment you take that responsibility seriously. So the next time you hear a claim that sounds too good to be true, pause, look deeper, ask yourself, where is the science? Because in the world of health, belief is not enough. Your body doesn't respond to hype, it responds to truth. They tell you remedies from the kitchen are harmless. They tell you that more is better. They tell you that if a little castor oil and baking soda feels good, it must be helping. But what if that trust, that belief, is exactly what could put you at risk? Because here's the unspoken truth. Moderation is not optional when it comes to natural remedies. It's a lifeline, and using these mixtures without understanding their limits can quietly turn a helpful solution into a harmful mistake. When it comes to castor oil and baking soda, moderation is everything. Castor oil is a potent substance. Its primary compound, ricinoleic acid, penetrates deep into the skin, stimulating blood flow, promoting healing, and even triggering digestive activity if ingested. It is so powerful that in traditional medicine, it is used as a strong laxative and topical treatment. Baking soda, on the other hand, is highly alkaline. Its pH is around 9, compared to your skin's natural acidity, which hovers between 4.5 and 5.5. That difference may seem small, but it is biologically massive. Overexpose your skin to this alkalinity, and you disrupt the barrier that protects you from bacteria, viruses, and environmental damage. It might feel harmless at first, a smooth paste on your skin, maybe a tingling sensation, perhaps even the illusion of improvement. But beneath the surface, the effects are more profound than you realize. Repeated exposure to high alkalinity can lead to chronic dryness, redness, and sensitivity. Your skin, stripped of its natural acid mantle, becomes an open door to irritation, infection, and inflammation. Research has shown that long-term disruption of the skin's pH can even exacerbate conditions like eczema and dermatitis. What starts as a small experiment can spiral into weeks or months of ongoing irritation you didn't anticipate. Even a small pinch of baking soda, when combined with the deep penetrating power of castor oil, can travel further into the skin than intended. It doesn't just sit on the surface, it reaches deeper layers, affecting cells and tissues that are not meant to endure high alkalinity. This is where damage begins silently, and yet countless home remedies online make the mistake of treating this combination like a miracle cure, ignoring the underlying science. People report burns, persistent redness, or peeling skin, but often dismiss it as a temporary effect, unaware that their body is sending a clear warning. Moderation is not just about quantity, it's about frequency. Using this mixture daily, or even multiple times per week, can multiply the risk exponentially. The first few applications may feel fine, the first week might feel harmless, but cumulative exposure gradually weakens the skin's defenses, setting the stage for long-term harm. Think about it. Each time you apply an alkaline paste to your skin, you are slightly compromising its natural barrier. Day after day, week after week, the cumulative effect can create conditions your body cannot easily recover from. And let's not forget about ingestion. Some people try to consume this mixture, believing it can detoxify the body or aid digestion. Here, moderation becomes a matter of survival. Castor oil, taken internally, is a powerful stimulant for your intestines. Even a small excess can cause cramping, diarrhea, dehydration, and severe electrolyte imbalance. Baking soda, when ingested improperly, can interfere with your body's acid-base balance, sometimes leading to a dangerous condition called metabolic alkalosis. In severe cases, this can affect heart rhythm, kidney function, and even be life-threatening. One simple miscalculation in dosage can turn a home remedy into a medical emergency. The science is clear. The difference between benefit and harm is in the dosage. Small, controlled amounts applied carefully with proper timing and attention to your body's response can produce mild benefits like skin softening or temporary relief from localized discomfort. Excessive use over large areas or for extended periods flips the equation entirely. The same substances that nourish can irritate, and the same substances that soothe can injure. The line between healing and harming is razor thin. Understanding moderation also means recognizing individual variability. Everyone's skin is different. Genetics, hydration, age, and underlying conditions influence how your skin and body respond. What may seem like a gentle, harmless treatment for one person can trigger severe irritation in another. That's why blindly following online instructions or anecdotal advice is risky. The idea that a home remedy works universally is a myth. Science shows us that even mild interventions can have unpredictable outcomes when individual physiology is ignored. Moderation also involves time. Leave the mixture on your skin only briefly. Avoid repeated applications. After washing it off, restore your skin's natural balance with a moisturizer or gentle protective agent. Monitor for redness, burning, or itching. Never ignore warning signs. Your body communicates constantly, and moderation is about listening as much as measuring. Ignoring these signals is a shortcut to damage. Even the most devoted health enthusiasts often fail to realize how subtle damage accumulates. One small irritation may seem inconsequential. One minor flare-up may seem temporary, but repeated over weeks or months, these small stresses compromise your skin's integrity and your overall health. And that is the danger of assuming natural equals risk-free. Every chemical process, every reaction, every interaction in your body obeys biology. not marketing. And moderation is your safeguard against these invisible consequences. When used correctly, this mixture can be supportive. A pinch of baking soda, carefully mixed with a tablespoon of castor oil, applied sparingly to targeted areas, can soften rough skin or temporarily reduce discomfort. But moderation must also include a reality check. These are supportive measures, not cures. They work within limits, not beyond them. They respect biology rather than attempt to override it. The lesson here is profound. Home remedies are not inherently harmless. Their power lies in their ability to interact with your body's natural processes. Misused, even the gentlest substances can become harmful. Moderation is the bridge between benefit and harm, between safety and danger, between a temporary illusion of wellness and real, lasting health. And so, as you consider any home remedy, especially something as deceptively simple as castor oil and baking soda, remember this: your health is not a game of chance. It is a system of balance, precision, and informed care. The difference between helping your body and harming it may be as simple as the size of a pinch, the frequency of use, or the attention you pay to your body's signals. Every time you reach for a remedy, ask yourself, am I using this with respect for my body's limits? Am I listening to the subtle warnings it sends? Am I measuring, observing, and adjusting? Because moderation is not just a precaution, it is the difference between healing and harming, between temporary relief and long-term damage, between trust in your body and blind faith in a trend. And if there's one truth that science and experience agree on, it's this: in health as in life, more is rarely better. Moderation is everything.